command us to destroy Earth worlds.
As you say.
A new world order.
New world order.
A new world order.
The new world order.
A new world order.
A new world order.
The new world order.
New world order. That order and progress can only come when individuals surrender their rights to an all-powerful sovereign.
When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order.
Yo. What is up, y'all? It's, what is it, Saturday night? I've worked so many damn days in a row. I don't even know what day it is. It's Saturday night. Thanks for being here with me. Checking out that Drew World Order live. What's up, y'all? It's the night before the Super Bowl. Tomorrow we got Donald Trump. Going to be the first active president to attend a Super Bowl. You ready for the Bane Batman scene? What's going to go down, man? We'll see. Tonight I want to get into that a little bit. We'll have to get into some big ball, some Doge a little bit, right? A little bit of a few other things I want to get into. Depends on if I'm waiting for EBT to hit me back if he's ready. I really want to talk about something that happened in my personal life, but I really want to talk to EBT about it so there's someone else to bounce it off. But if not, I'll probably get into that. But real quick tonight on this thumbnail we got, I don't know if you guys remember when QOC shouted me out. I had a video that had way over 10,000 views, and it was Donald Trump holding the Costco membership card. It was this same thing. So I remade that, but we're gonna do it for the Super Bowl tomorrow. So make sure you can see what I got going on here, bro. We all had this little old football game. If you had this as a kid, man, throw one in the chat. It's hard to read the buttons though on the small screen. That's why I'm gonna blow it up real quick. You got the halftime ritual. You got the commercial. You got sex trafficking, gambling, overeating, alcohol. We got the superb owl there. Let's see if I can undo this. Get it back to where it was. There we go. I wanted to throw back to maybe my most successful video ever that I had to take down because it was talking about at 19 when YouTube was cracking down. That seems to have loosened up quite a bit. You never know. They can stop and start that at any time. So, just like 2024 was, let's make conspiracy schizo again. Let's go full schizo to start. Yeah, okay, EBT said he'll come on with the Discord. I need to be able to share the screen with you. Let's figure it out. We'll figure it out, bro, because I want to talk to you about it. And shout out to Toilet Boy who came back. Let me set this goal here. I like these little goals thing. Davey always uses this. Shout out to Davey Crocco. Rest in peace. We'll do, if everyone throws down, we got 10 super chats, $2. Somebody was saying they'll clip the intro. So if we get these super chats flowing tonight, I'll upload the intro only to the channel. I mean, you can watch it anytime, just on any live and click it, but I got to put something for the goal here. So let's go. Full schizo to start. Ready? Let's go. So I had posted this on my community tab the other day. Did you guys realize the last few years, I don't know how far back this goes, but there seems to be like an Illuminati sacrifice at least the last few Super Bowls, right? You guys, I can't really remember off the top of my head who they were, and I tried to search it up and I couldn't find much, but I know there's like celebrities that die like right on the day of the Super Bowl or something, right? Or am I tripping? I swear there's been in the last few years something like that. So I took into account the teams that are playing and what's going on. And you got the Eagles playing, right, against the Chiefs. Let's decode, bam, this so-called Don Henley here. Can't play a lick of guitar. Bam. What's up, Southern? Good to see you. RT, appreciate you. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna flow on the stream here. Let me go schizo and then I'll go back to the chat. Whoops, I'm reversed here. Schizo first, chat second. So if I skipped your name, don't be upset. I'll get to you. You got the Super Bowl. Do you remember, before I get to this guy, do you remember when it was on Christmas Eve, I believe, when the eagle became the national bird, right? Like, and everyone was like, yo, Mandela effect, like, hasn't the eagle always been the national bird? I think now looking back on it, obviously I couldn't see it at the time. It's easy to post hoc it, but was that the signal for the bettors to put their money on the Eagles for the Super Bowl? Maybe. And who's Don Henley? He's the singer of the Eagles, right? And we had the plane crash in Philadelphia recently that I covered that looked like a damn bomb that came down, blew up, where the dude was at Raising Cane's. That dude said, oh shit, brother drove off without his chicken. That's how you know that shit was serious over there in Philadelphia. So what I was getting at with this Don Henley, his name's Don. Donald Trump's attending the Super Bowl. And let's look at it right here. Don Henley, 77 years old. That's Donald Trump's number, right? 77. When he was first inaugurated, 77 years old, 7 months, 7 days, 7 hours, and 7 seconds old, or whatever it was. And even at Mar-a-Lago, it's got like encoded the number 77 into it and stuff. But also, if you look at this guy, Don Henley, I went into his life here. Famous for the song Hotel California. Some people say it's about like purgatory or the afterlife or something. But the band itself has never really said what it's about. He was born in Texas. Don Henley here was born in Gilmer, Texas. And he's 77 years old. Who else? 77? Who else is damn 77? Luka Doncic. Another Don. Luka Doncic. And what happened with Luka, bro? Luka got traded from Dallas, Texas to California. Hotel California. Luka, 77. Don Henley, 77. Texas, California. Bam. This is my prediction. Somebody clip it out when it happens. Get me to 1 million views. Now the trade makes sense, right? Now you understand why Luka Doncic was in the news for that trade. And if Don Henley, if this prediction doesn't come true, so don't waste your time. I want to make sure you guys know about disgusting Don Henley's sex trafficking allegation. yeah, right here. Yellowhammer's on it already in the chat. Shout out to Yellowhammer. He had a 1980 arrest where says he had made a poor decision. He said Don Henley I made a poor decision. You know, when you leave your house late to go to Target before it closes, you wait around an extra 5 minutes. That's a poor decision, right? What did he do? It said authorities say they found drugs and a 16-year-old sex worker suffering from an overdose at his Los Angeles home. Another fucking creep, predator. Is a 16-year-old really a sex worker? Or is that a trafficked kid? I don't know, Don Henley. You looking mighty sus. Looks like the Jews owned you at that point. Henley, who he's in the news actually right now too. This was another reason why like this random case keeps coming up in the news where these people had bought the notes, his handwritten notes that he wrote Hotel California on, and they sold them at an auction for a bunch of money. And Don Henley sued these guys and said they illegally stole these notes from his home. And I guess they must have been able to prove that they were the right holder to them, right? Because they lawsuit was dropped. Sorry, Trying to read the chat too. I gotta stop trying to read the chat. But Henley said he called a sex worker on the night of November 1980 because he wanted to escape the depression I was in over the breakup of the superstar band. He just knows a 16-year-old prostitute, or does he call pimp? You know, maybe he just called a pimp. Maybe he called his handler's pimp, who's probably from Israel, and they sent this worker over there, this trafficked child. I wanted to forget everything that was happening with the band, and I made a poor decision, which I regret to this day. It's not a poor decision. I've had to live with it for 44 years. I'm still living with it today in this courtroom. Poor decision. 78-year-old said this is coming out again because of the testifying in the case where they are selling his handwritten notes. Henley maintains he didn't know the girl's age until after his arrest, and that he did cocaine with her and went to bed with the girl, but he didn't have sex with her. I just slept next to her, dog. We were just sleeping. I was cuddling. That's like those child predator videos I watch. They say, man, I was here to tell her not to do it, man. Or him. A lot of them looking to meet up with little boys. I was just here to tell him not to do it, that someone bad could come. Speaking of predators, that's what I want to talk about later, man. So hopefully EBT's ready to go, man. Tranquil Vortex says, I'll never play Hotel California again. He never had sex with her. He slept with her. He said, I don't remember the anatomical details, but I know there was no sex. So I don't remember anything, but I know for sure I didn't have sex with this girl. The Grammy-winning singer and drummer and artist rights activist. Oh, this is about the collectible that were sold. Legal pad notes, blah, blah, blah. But basically, he got a slap on the wrist. I'm not sure if this one. Yeah, okay, right here in the 80s trial, when that came up, Henley said that he called firefighters who checked the girl's health, found her to be okay, and left, with him promising to take care of her. What a sus time. Paramedics who found her in the nude called police, authorities said at the time. Who the hell were these firefighters that he called? Well, I guess when you're a celebrity, it's also a different time back then. They didn't have the lifetime or the sex offender registry and all that stuff back then. A lot of these things were kind of slap on the wrist, and then they became more serious. I think the sex offender registry started in the mid-90s, possibly. But it took a while to get the seriousness of these crimes, the sentencing to match the seriousness of the crime. Henley said that she had recovered from the overdose and was preparing to leave with a friend she'd had him call. When police arrived hours later, authorities said at the time of the incident they found cocaine, Quaaludes, and marijuana at his Los Angeles home. I hear a lot about this Quaalude shit. That must have phased out after after it's found out you don't even know the age, or if you slept with a girl that you called to your house. They must have been like, let's put these Quaaludes away. I don't think I ever got offered Quaaludes. I don't think I ever knew anyone that did Quaaludes. What the fuck is a Quaalude? I've heard of it. What's is there a modern equivalent of a Quaalude? Because I think anyone that was born in my time, I don't know. I guess I just don't know anyone that knows anything about it. Henley pleaded no contest in 1981 to a misdemeanor charge of contributing to the delinquency of a minor. He was sentenced to probation and $2,500 fine, and requested a drug education program to get some possession charges dismissed. So the guy, all he did, rock star in the 80s, $2,500 fine, and probation. Fed up, nobody knows what this Quaaludes is. Is this just it got lost in a certain generation? Fed Up Southern Girl says, I think there were sedatives in the 70s, maybe. Bubs Cat says, Downer. C. Griffin said, Molly, question mark? That kind of the modern version? I have no idea. Downer meds, JT says. But the guy's a creep, so hopefully he does perish tomorrow. But yeah, I had this theory like on Tuesday, and I wanted to have time to make like a short prepared video in case it did hit. My life's just been so hectic with work and the kids, and everybody's good and everything's going good. It's just like I work all day, I come home, deal with the kids and everything all day, and then I just crash out. I'm so tired. But tonight's my only night off, so I'm like, bro, I gotta get on the stream. I gotta get on here. Toilet Bowl Earth in the chat. Good to see you, fam. Welcome back from your sabbatical. I hope you didn't entirely delete the channel. I hope you did the Sandy Machine thing where you can hide it and you keep all the subscribers when you come back. Because you were right at 1,000, bro. All right. That's my schizo Don Henley theory. Gonna kick the bucket. Super Bowl ritual. The Don. Because the Don is going to be there. The Don's going to be at the Super Bowl. First active president. So this guy here is talking about some of the... let me get my face out of the way here. The security protocols that are being put in place. Super Bowl is being held in New Orleans. So let's see.
Well, just to reference that bus, Vlad, it's a Madden Cruiser, and Bill Belichick will be on that bus. This just kind of shows all the stuff that goes around the Super Bowl. Yeah, the game is on Sunday.
Okay, Bill Belichick, he said that. If you guys never seen this, that was the guy that was he was the coach of the New England Patriots when they went on that like dynasty run, won all those championships. This guy here, yeah, now he's stepping out. He's got this like 27-year-old girlfriend. This dude right here. True love has been found, people. When you find one like that, you hold him tight. He's totally with him for his looks, for his incredible stamina in bed. It's like a Blue Chew ad right here or something. I had to pull that up in case all the people that aren't the sports people might not know that.
But there's just a myriad of events with celebrities and stars and players and whatnot that goes on around it. And that's why it gets the top tier for security when it comes to the federal government. It's called a Tier 1. So you have federal, state, local, all working together. You mentioned 2,000 officers will be here. We have 200 state troopers.
Sure, they're just doing AI pre-crime. Musk is doing AI pre-crime at the scene. Minority Report.
We've already seen State National Guard in the French Quarter, armed in uniform, manning areas with bollards and jersey barriers left and right. And it's not just on the ground. You know, you have people a little bit higher up. New Orleans Police is going to have their horse division out. There's a lot of bomb-sniffing dogs that are out here with...
A little higher. You don't just have people here at this level. You have people on horses a little bit higher up at this level.
DHS. This may be the most secure city in the U.S., and it'll get more secure, especially since the president is coming on Sunday.
So, Omar, I'm told that you are taking a helicopter tour later today. Hard life, my friend.
Yeah, it is for work. We're going up with DHS, and it's interesting what they're telling us because DHS will control the airspace from the ground 1 mile up when things get locked down. After that mile, it's the U.S. military. We're hearing jets flying overhead. We're seeing V-22 Ospreys fly around. There's a ton of military aircraft. Some of them.
We got F-22s. We got Predator drones. We're on that ass. Don't try to fuck with them. Don't try to fuck with them, Kendrick Lamar. Got you. We can fucking bomb your ass out.
That's around here anyway, but more so when you have one of these Tier 1 events where you have tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people in town for this, VIPs, the president included. So we're going to be touring. They're going to show us kind of some.
Bane, Batman, football. We're all doom gooners, bro. That's what Truthin has become, doom gooning. You're just waiting for that next big tragic event, the next 9/11. You want to be there and watch it broadcast in 4K, man. Is this going to be it tomorrow right here? That's with the weird sound. Where's the damn clip of him blowing up the stadium? Predictive programming right here, baby. Predictive programming. Look at that. Bam. There's Baron Trump right there. Damn, Gotham getting fucked up here. You ready to see this shit tomorrow? You ready? 3-2-2, bam. Damn. See Trump gonna be in that box right there. Damn. Elite's new, man. What's this guy's number here? 86. I did the gematria. The gematria said from when Donald Trump was elected until, or when he took office, I'm sorry, to this day of the Super Bowl, it's 47 days if you do not include the day of, or 48 if you include, which are they going to off him? And then JD Vance becomes number 48. Yeah, Toadboy says decode equals bad non sequiturs and Quaalude coded presentation. Bro, we schizoing out here. We're making it schizo again. Donald Trump. He appeared at where I'm from, Minnesota. He was at the Super Bowl in 1992. Super Bowl 26, which was how long ago? Where's my math people at? Where my Asians at? Anybody got an abacus? 33 years ago. Bam. Again, Mar-a-Lago got 33 bathrooms in it. Bam. Total Earth could shit in one bathroom for a whole year. One bathroom a year since he shits every like 10 days. You guys missed that stream, man? I'll have to clip it out. Oh, we got RT, the stockbroker here, throwing down some ching. I appreciate you, brother. He says, yo, here's a small token of appreciation. Much respect. Everybody, open that wallet just a little bit. Bam. I appreciate you, brother. Help us keep the internet on. All that stuff. So 33 years ago, Trump was at the Super Bowl with Marla Maples, the MM. And now he's back. Another thing you're going to see tomorrow is this. And some people, I tried to look into this to get a totally clear answer. Some people say this is like a joke. Well, see, reality's so far gone, it's hard to tell what's a parody, what's real. Some people say this is a parody, but from what I could uncover, it looks like it's real. So don't blame me if it's not. Good day one with the donation as well, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you. Trying to give you a little heart here. It's blocking me.
If this is true, this is going to be the best Super Bowl in history. Rumors are swirling that Elon Musk spent $40 million of his own money to run Super Bowl ads that will showcase all of the government spending that Doge has uncovered. I wonder if they're going to talk about how the government gave Harvard a $75,000 grant to see how long lizards could hold onto trees while they're being hit by leaf blowers. Or that they gave the NIH $3.7 million towards monkeys for gambling research. Maybe they'll talk about how the government spent $1.5 million to study whether city frogs have different mating calls compared to rural frogs. Or perhaps they'll showcase that the government spent $1.5 million to study to see if selfies make people happy. No matter what they showcase, if these commercials run, there will be only one winner of the Super Bowl, and that, ladies and gentlemen, will be Elon Musk. I can't wait to see what we see tomorrow. As always, I want to hear what you think about all of this down below.
Our boy Elon, Occupy Mar-a-Lago, Musk. Now, I've started talking to some of the younger cats at my work about not necessarily my YouTube channel, but some of my ideas. I think that the word is starting to spread. I have a YouTube channel, and one dude today was asking me some of these questions, like, do you think that Elon Musk, now this is I'm not 100% sure of this dude's age, but I believe he's a Zoomer as well. He asked if I believe Elon Musk is the Antichrist. So it's hard with this channel to go back and bring it back to people that are kind of getting into it, but you always got to try to try to bring it back to these people that are brand new. It's because people are jumping on these things every day, bro. Like with all the Twitter and everything, the election brings new people in all the time. So, bro, super chats are lighting up. TBE throwing down $4 more. I appreciate you, my guy. Join the Discord, bro. Join the Discord. Get off of that Opie and Anthony Reddit forum. I know you're on there. I know you're trolling Bokar on there. Provo, $1.99. I see you, my guy. Everyone go follow Provo. If the mods are in the chat, could you put these people's links of their channels in here? Do I not have mods or what? I don't see any wrenches in here. The only wrench I see is EBT. Here, let's start wrenching people up, man. Can I do that in here? Hold on. Provo. Provo, I'm going to mod you up. TBE a mod. Nana, I'm going to mod you up. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. Let me get these mods out here. I feel like before I had a lot of mods, and then I don't know if... Do I not have mods anymore? Lord Dorkington, I'm mod you up. I think we're good for now. Any of you guys want to be a mod? Solid, bro. JT wants to be a mod. I can have like 100 mods. I think the people here that are long-time people, I don't really think they're going to be abusing the mod power and blocking people or anything like that. Total Earth, damn, he must be drinking tonight. He's letting it rain here tonight. Let's send him the link. So Elon Musk, this is the story now, is about Elon Musk, Doge, and he had all these young kids that were like the coders, and they made the program, an AI program that will go in and find all this corruption and spending, like useless spending, and create an entire like map of the entire web of the spending. I found a video that kind of explained it good, but it was so cringe in AI. And the more and more I see these AI thumbnails and videos, the more I hate it, bro. And I feel like the more that these people go into AI, especially thumbnails, bro, it can only help my thumbnails stand out, I hope. Even like a bad like Photoshop thumbnail is better than an AI thumbnail. Sometimes the AI one can be funny if it's just like a quick little whatever, you know, but all these channels are relying on it way too much, I feel like. Also in this, the Superb Owl tomorrow, NFL is removing End Racism from its Super Bowl end zone. I don't watch sports anymore. So didn't I mod you, JT? Thought I already mod you. No, I did. Sorry. I didn't know. I know these sports are going woke and everything. I didn't know they have just straight up end racism. Yeah, Gabby says all these reaction videos of reaction. Yeah, it's like reacception. Damn, Provo, man, y'all being generous tonight. Appreciate that. I'm trying to make that payout. You got to hit that $100 on YouTube to get the payout. And I think they pay out on the 21st, but I don't know when the cutoff date for the payoff is. And I'm probably almost there. And I think tonight, maybe after the YouTube does take 30%. Crucial. But they do provide the platform. What can you really say? But yeah, we're back, bro. End racism gone, bro. Now the new one says extra racism. The cheerleaders are gonna be throwing their heart out to you. That's what the cheerleaders are gonna do. When did that even start, man? It says 2020. They started it with the George Floyd thing. The NFL denies Trump's presence at the game has anything to do with doing away the stenciling. Says major newsrooms across the country have settled or seem poised to settle lawsuits involving Trump. So basically, it's saying they're all preemptively bending the knee to Trump because they feel he's going to be like an authoritarian dictator. Some democracy advocates worry that too many of our civic institutions are softening their postures towards Trump, to avoid getting on his bad side, pointing to what the historian Timothy Snyder calls anticipatory obedience. Also, historian Jeff Snyder said if you don't follow Trump, he gonna plasma fire your ass. You're plasma fired. That's what Donald Trump's really talking when he says you're fired. He's talking about the plasma fire phenomenon. Most of the power of authoritarianism is given freely. In times like these, individuals think ahead about what a more repressive government will want and then offer themselves without being asked. A citizen who adapts in this way is teaching power what it can do. Blah, blah, blah. Damn, Yellowhammer supporting the superb owl as well. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, fam. I need to get more people in here. It's always the same people we need. We're going to grow it this year for sure, 2025. Once the Don Henley prediction hits, it's on, bro. I would have had a damn viral video too, man. When I talk about my personal life, what I was going to do, when I talk about it later, I thought about recording it, and 100% would have been a viral video. Should have did it. Oh, Fed Up Southern Girl, another dono. For Mama CBO and your beautiful family. Thank you. And if you haven't, man, check out my wife's newest drawing. Let's go watch it. Let's go watch it. 30%. Fuck F 30%, he says. Yeah, I'm another Double Earth dropped like $30 tonight. Well, you good, fam? You good. Love you, brother. Love you. This is where the money's going. I appreciate you guys donating so much. This is where it's going. Right here.
I'm not after all the bright lights and the little women. I got a big fat wife and 9 kids at home, and I gotta feed them. I'm
Bam.
not after all the bright lights and...
Except my wife's like 100 pounds. Bill Belichick, you dirty dog. Fill up on that. Where was I here? Hold on a second. Okay, when Trump was at the Super Bowl, it was the Redskins, the Washington Redskins versus the Bills, and Washington won when he was at the Metrodome 33 years ago. That's the Doge one I was going to play, actually. Hold on a second. Okay, end racism is happening. Get through these links here. The Doge thing here, man, this is kind of like a good explanation, but it's a cringe AI video. I'll play just like a little bit of it, but this is the mainstream narrative of what's happening with Elon Musk, Doge, and Big Balls. If you haven't heard of the Big Balls dude, that's like his handle, his screen name. That he works for Elon Musk and helped create the AI. Gonna go through that. In less than 3 weeks, Musk's U.S. Doge service has followed the same playbook at one federal agency after another. Install loyalists in leadership, hoover up internal data, including sensitive and classified, gain control of the flow of funds, and push hard by means legal or otherwise to eliminate jobs and programs not ideologically aligned with Trump administration goals. The Doge campaign, again, this is the MSN, so the mainstream kind of left-wing talking points. You're going to hear about this. Doge campaign generated chaos on a near hourly basis across the nation's capital, but it appears carefully choreographed in service of a broader agenda to gut the civilian workforce, assert power over the vast bureaucracy and shrink it to levels unseen in the last 20 years. The aim is to diminish government that exerts less oversight over private business, delivers fewer services, and comprises a smaller share of the U.S. economy, but is far more responsive to the directives of the president. Centralized power up, and then they keep saying like, well, Elon Musk, he's unelected. He's unelected. Why is he doing this? And yeah, so they're really crying about it in the mainstream. Democrats are protesting in the street and crying about it because it's cutting off their funding. These are like slush funds that get, we'll see if he really does do that commercial to uncover what he found. But it's like, yeah, I've been watching it on Mark Dice. I can't even remember. Like, they pay for like, it's like hundreds of thousands of dollars broadcast like Drag Queen Story Hour over in other countries and just things like that. Just extreme government waste. And like that lady was reading, just absurdities. But let me play this guy too real quick. Oh wait, that's not the one I was thinking. It's on GLP earlier. And it's all, the main one was this U.S. aid, where that was like their Democrat slush fund. It says the director of that went from $7 million to $30 million in 3 years. Sorry, hold on. I want to find that one video I saw on here earlier. Yeah, this is it. It's cringe AI cover, some cringe AI talkers, but give you the gist of what the right-wing people are saying about it. What the narrative of it is.
The clock struck 2 a.m. on January 21st, 2025. In Treasury's basement, fluorescent lights hummed above 4 young already mapped 3 and counting. Edward Corristein's code had already mapped 3 subsystems. Luke Ferreter's algorithms were tracing payment flows across agencies. Ethan Chautran's analysis revealed patterns that career officials didn't even know existed. By dawn, they would understand more about Treasury's operations than people who had worked there for decades. This wasn't a hack. This wasn't a breach. This was authorized disruption. While career bureaucrats...
Video's too cringe for me, but yeah, the AI goes in and maps all the spending in webs, and it's able to cut to the chase of what's the bare minimum that would need to be. I can really bear through much of this here. But it talks about like replacing like oversight committees with real-time data analysis, and that's kind of the gist of it. What we talked about here in the last couple of weeks is installing artificial intelligence to do a lot of these jobs in the government to lead to more of a technocracy, maybe possibly even into a UBI type system, a universal basic income. Play a little bit more of this. A little too crazy for me here.
Every appointment carried weight, and behind it all stood a president counting down not years or months, but weeks and days, driving his team forward with relentless energy. The foundation was set, and the revolution was just beginning. USAID fell next. No midnight raids this time, no secret algorithms, just a simple memo on agency letterhead, pursuant to executive authority. Career officials panicked, and for good reason. Created by executive order in 1961, USAID could be dissolved with a single presidential signature.
I can't do it, man. I'm sorry. The AI shit is just too much for me. And then they try to make like a story out of it or something too. Like, just give me the facts, Jack. We'll just look up big balls on X. This is the thing they showed when I logged into X. They're like, oh, Elon Musk sleeping on the floor of Washington, D.C. to save you money, basically. And it looks so fake in AI, right? No one catches on that that's like, the face looks like a rubber mask. Who took the picture if it's real? This is reminds me a lot of like Deep Throat when they had the Nixon scandal, and I feel like they just have these names Deep Throat and shit just to say some like perversions on TV. This is the same thing, I think. So they got CNN and all these other channels out here talking about big balls, and that's that guy's screen name, one of Musk's coders.
So this is a 19-year-old high school graduate who has used the unfortunate nickname Big Balls online. So that would be one way that
we own the libs, bro. Big balls. They said it on CNN, bro.
Refer to him. He is now working at Musk's behest inside Doge. And we looked into his background. And so we found You know, several notable things, Aaron, one of which is that this individual has founded multiple companies, including one with another unfortunate name, Tesla.sexy LLC, which he established in 2021. He would have been around 16 years old. Now, this LLC controls dozens of web domains.
So, Kara, you know, you hear this.
Tesla.sexy LLC.
And you have known Elon Musk for years. So now you look at these young men who are now in data and
they tracked him to like their social media posts from years ago that said, if I remember right, it said shit like normalize Indian hate and other racist type things that are kind of considered jokes online. And then they're like, well, these people would never have passed government clearance if they had to, you know, be hired. Traditionally, implying Trump's just like doesn't care, and Trump's running roughshod over the law.
In the private information about maybe hundreds of millions of American citizens as young as 19, the big balls here that Katie's talking about. Most of them are in their early 20s. There's an exception I'm going to get to in a minute. I'm curious, though, Kara, how well does even Musk know these young men, do you think?
I have no idea. I think there is no vetting whatsoever, as you can see, that's taken place. It took Katie and the really great team. Wired has done an astonishing job here. You know, I could make a joke that's probably why he was hired for all this ridiculous nonsense and other nefarious things. But, you know, there's an expression in technology that's not it's a feature, not a bug.
So this is.
So it doesn't matter how good these kids can do their job if they're like the top coders in the world. If they made some racist joke in the past, then we're going to disregard everything they did. We're going to try to disregard and minimize all the excess spending we found and everything like that because kids say racist thing. They asked Trump about it, and he basically said if Vance wants the dude back, I think the dude resigned because of that, and they're saying Vance wants him back. Trump says he rides with Vance.
Talks about the cutting effort. One of the Doge engineers was fired for some inappropriate posts. The vice president says, bring him back. What do you say?
Well, I don't know about the particular thing, but if the vice president said that, did you say that? I'm with the vice president. Thank you, Peter. Yeah, go ahead, please. Yeah.
Cringe, bro. This is like a boomer humor. This is the people that watch Buddy Brown as they say, bro, he's big balls, bro. Then they play the AC/DC. I've never known anyone in real life that actually unironically listens to AC/DC. It's on the radio all the time somehow. I specifically remember being about 5 years old in my mother's room and AC/DC being on the radio. And even then I was like, I don't really like this. And 40 years later, this shit's still on the radio, and they're probably still on tour, right? I don't get it. Making complete videos about the guy. Oh yeah, there's full-blown big balls videos about this guy. Cringe. Yeah, this is it. CNN said big balls. So funny. Yeah, okay, here we go. People outraged about big balls at Doge fully supported this. It's true. Can't even look at it. It's like a damn meme. Pass around. All right, let's start closing all these damn links up. Where you at, EBT? Where you at, EBT? Hold on a second. Yeah, I was looking at. Okay, the reason I was looking up the history of Mar-a-Lago, because I think the one thing that I've noticed people have overlooked here recently is that Donald Trump housed the Ark of the Covenant replica. Pretty sure I did a stream about that a while ago, or at least I talked about it on a stream. I'm on other people's streams and stuff, so I don't really remember where that happened at. So there's a guy, an anonymous designer, whatever, architect, whatever you'd call it, created an exact replica of the Ark of the Covenant. this replica sat at Mar-a-Lago for maybe, I think it was like 6 to 8 months. And then after that, it went over to Israel. And then in Israel, they're taking it to these like different sacred spots, even currently, I believe. And if I remember right, they said, I think when the Ark replica got transferred from Mar-a-Lago to Israel was right when Israel was able to take out that leader of Hamas or whatever. They had that little there was a video of it I definitely can't show where they went in and killed that guy. I think that coincided exactly with this. So Donald Trump seems to be that it's not his exactly, but he housed this thing in Mar-a-Lago for months and months and months. And you know, houses the original one had what, the 10 Commandments in it, and it had somebody's staff or something. Was it Moses' staff? I don't remember. It looks like holy artifacts, and like the power of God resides inside of it or whatever. And so they've rebuilt this thing to the exact dimensions and weight and everything, supposedly. On here. So if you look at what's happened to Trump since he's had this, he ran through the campaign. He avoided the assassination attempt, won the presidency. He got installed as the presidency. A few weeks in now, it's just been bam, 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 bam. Everything. He's gotten all these other countries to bend the knee already. So it gets into like how much is this is actual reality? Is this part of the actor-based reality? You're watching a show, a wrestling show play out, or is this some real shit where Trump and Israel are working together to get? Ultimately, it would be you would need this Ark of the Covenant if you were going to rebuild Third Temple, right? So is that where it's going, and is that why he's talking about clearing out the Gaza Strip? Oh, this thing here, there's lots of old strange artifacts that have been displayed at the Florida home of President Donald Trump. I'm not just talking about Sylvester Stallone and John Voight. That's kind of funny. The blah blah blah. Yeah, Donald Trump. The house was built by a lady. What's her name? Her full name, I can't remember. But it's the lady from Post Serial. She's the Post Serial heiress, daughter of the guy, the C.W. Post. And so she made this like extravagant, gaudy place to host parties at. And then when she died, she gave it to the U.S. government. After years, because it's so much to upkeep it and everything, the U.S. government, and I believe they had an auction where Donald Trump gained control of the property. And now he uses it as his home base, and then he charges a yearly fee for people to go there and join these parties, rub elbows with him. And even recently I read an article that said that whatever the original one pricing was per year, well, I think it's been years and years. So one of the first ones I read was, I think it said something around was it 40,000 originally, when like in the 80s though. And then they said recently it was when the membership became as high as 700,000, but now in his second presidency, there's like 4 more memberships. So it's like $1 million for people to become a member and go to these parties. And it was raising ethical concerns because they were saying like, well, he's selling, you know, the same thing Joe Biden and Hunter Biden were accused of with Ukraine and everything, Ukraine energy companies, where they would pay Hunter Biden to get the influence, get whatever they wanted to say to Joe Biden and get him to do, they would pay Hunter Biden. This is the same kind of thing. They're saying, well, these people are paying $1 million to go here, and it's to whisper in the president's ear and try to get some kind of deals done or whatever. And I think there's only so many memberships because of the capacity of the building. So there was 4 that just recently came up, whether people canceled or died or whatever, I'm not sure. But anyway, back to the Ark of the Covenant, sorry. It said here we go. The Ark of the Covenant is one of the most famous and enigmatic artifacts described in the Bible. It has all the dimensions, materials. There's quite a bit written about the dimensions and the materials. So it's never really been known where it's actually gone. A lot of people claim Ethiopia, and they claim it's guarded still to this day. The Ark contained 2 stone tablets of the 10 Commandments. Over time, it was also said to hold Aaron's rod and a pot of manna, the manna from heaven. It was the physical manifestation of God's presence among the Israelites, often described as the mercy seat, where God would appear in a cloud. It played a central role in religious rituals, especially during the wanderings in the wilderness and later in the tabernacle and Solomon's temple. After its construction, the ark was carried by the Levites during the Israelites' journey through the deserts. It was involved in significant events like the crossing of the Jordan River. The ark led the Israelites into battle, notably in the siege of Jericho. The ark was placed in the innermost sanctum of Solomon's temple, the Holy of Holies, where only the high priest could enter once a year on Yom Kippur. After the Babylonian destruction of Solomon's temple in 586 BC, the ark's fate becomes a mystery. There is no mention of it in the second temple, suggesting it was either hidden, destroyed, or captured. A recent replica was showcased in Jerusalem during the Sukkot festival in 2024. Replica was displayed at the King David Hotel in Jerusalem during the intermediate days of the Sukkot holiday. Brought attention to the various members of the public, blah, blah, blah. Replica was made using approximately 3 tons of Egyptian acacia wood covered with high purity gold, 23.75 carats. So they said that's the highest purity gold that people would use for artifacts in Egypt, so they replicated it with that. It was constructed to match the Torah's specifications. The replica notably included a Holocaust surviving Torah scroll housed within the ark, symbolizing a connection between the Jewish history and contemporary times. I heard there was also a limited edition double disc set of Schindler's List that they put in there. They had to they had to make sure that this thing was super holy. The project took 3.5 years with the involvement of 17 volunteers from multiple countries. The chief architect, who remained anonymous, so who the hell is it, described the project as not just a matter of following biblical instructions, but a journey of discovery due to the lack of explicit modern-day building guides in the Torah. Get to where, here it is. There was a bunch of people that go to Mar-a-Lago and they would post pictures with it on social media. 2,700 hours of labor, 6 pounds of gold. I mean, it could just be like a Jewish nose hair trimmer. Maybe that's what it is. It's got those, you see those holes. I have my cursor turned off so you can't see, but if you look under the wings on the side, there's that holes. That's where the rods go that they carried it. It says, why was the best and most accurate ark replica ever constructed sitting in the residence at Mar-a-Lago for an entire 8 months? And what could be the significance of the, that's where it ends. And just look at the redemption of Donald Trump ever since this. There was some Jew thing I found about it. Jewish news syndicate with eyes on winning war, building third Jewish temple, ark replica shown in Jerusalem. This was in October. Oh. And the same type of article. More pictures of it though. Let me see if I can zoom in this thing. crazy. A lot of the concepts, the volunteers also drew on tremendous amount of math to build the ark. According to the project's chief architect, a lot of the concepts or motifs that we used follow up either Kabbalistic or some other concept by way of numerology, Jake said. The math parallels the ones found both in the tabernacle and the first temple. They used the same kind of numerology. He added that the golden ratio, a relationship between values that is seen as beautiful since ancient times and which appear in nature, including human anatomy, played a very important part in the design. There's one reason why the art is so aesthetically appealing, Jake said. Do I got to play a golden ratio video? Do we have a golden ratio video? Maybe like a short. Hoping there's some people that have no idea what that is. Let's see. Whoa.
The golden ratio. 1.6180339, a number that goes on forever. It is sometimes referred to as the divine proportion. It is represented by the Greek letter phi. Is it really a value that helps us to solve the secrets of the universe? Euclid's Book 2 of the Elements covers material originally studied by Theodorus of Cyrene, while others attribute the material to Pythagoras. He is widely regarded as the person who provided the first written definition of the golden ratio. In a Stanford University experiment, students were asked to choose the most aesthetically pleasing rectangle. They picked them seemingly at random. When asked to repeat the exercise, they picked different rectangles. In many cases, they prefer rectangles that are in the range of 1.414 and 1.732. If you see the golden ratio in your favorite designs, it's your brain playing games.
Damn, this one said debunked. I would somewhat agree with that. But it's not about that exact precise number. I mean, I guess it is, but it's like, how close are you to that number? The closer you are to that number, the more aesthetically pleasing it could be. Fibonacci spiral. Ar-Lago, I was looking that shit up, like, why would it be there? I couldn't really find any kind of connection, other than to Donald Trump, obviously. Yeah, okay, and then Yellowhammer says, just curious how anyone knows it is a replica if they never found the original. Well, wouldn't that be a good play, as if you had the real one? Wouldn't it just be smart to say, well, I have a replica, I have an exact replica? Maybe people wouldn't fuck with you. It says the Ark weighs 85 pounds. Blah, blah, blah. So basically, this is telling you they're going to go for the third temple, in my opinion. This is the whole rise of Donald Trump, why he's now getting involved in the Middle East. He's on those Israel shekels, those Israel coins. Trump on the Israel coin. Let me see. Trump on is... King Cyrus. Yeah, $89. What a deal. What a deal. Why is Donald Trump on an Israel coin? Mr. America First. I don't think it's a legal tender thing, though, but it's one of those like Franklin Mint things, type things, like a collectible. The Tempo coin, though. Where could this possibly be going? He's following the scripture, Skate and Destroy said. All right, where's my guy? Where's my guy, EBT, man? I just wanted to bring that back up because I think that's been overlooked, that Trump was in possession of the Ark of the Covenant. He's at least with the team of people, if you want to call them that possess this Ark replica. Planned it out. Okay. That's what I wanted to cover tonight. A brief overview of where we're going. Don Henley Dying tomorrow. Trump's got the ARC, Doge, big balls, yada 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 yada. Now, I want to talk about let me see. Get out of here. I'll check the creep. Yeah, do you want me in the Discord VC? Do you wanna just start a stream EBT and I'll dump us in there? You guys gotta hear this story that happened just the other day, like 2 days ago. I had this crazy, well, it's been building up for a while. I had this crazy story. And I want to tell the story. Yeah, EBT, start a stream on your channel on StreamYard. Let's give him a second here. Because there's just so much to say about it. If you're watching it later, man, make sure you go to the Enslaved by Truth's channel. We'll bring it over there, and because it's just too much to I'll tell the basic story. Here's what I'll do. I'll tell the story here, and then we'll bring it over to EBTs, and I will show you. Whoops. Sorry. Once we bring it over to EBTs, I will set up this push so we can push these people over there. All right, so basically what happened is where I live, I moved from Minnesota because I'm a refugee from Tim Walz, Transpocalypse, the Somalian takeover, and all the crazy stuff up there. The mask was absolutely insane, so I moved my family. I had a brand new wife and child, and I moved everything and moved down to Florida just to get away from that kind of stuff. And hold on, I'm trying to talk, and let me focus on this. Give me just 1 second. I forget how to do this. I did this last time too, and I forgot. Here's the redirect right here. All right, where you at, EBT? I don't think he's got it up yet. So there's this boy that lives across the street, and he's 7 years old, and comes over to play when me and the kids are outside. And our daughter's 7, the boys are 2 and 3. Then we have an infant. So whenever we're all out playing outside, this boy will come play with us usually. And he's kind of weird, you know. All boys are probably kind of weird. All boys that age. Where's it at, EBT? Enslaved by Truth. And anyway, it's getting worse and worse recently. It's getting like Is this it? Two Burger Live? Yeah, here we go. Okay. Let's save that. So when I'm done with this story, it's going to dump us over there, and then I'll get into the, you'll meet the guys. Let me start over. Boy lives across the street, comes over to play. He's kind of weird. But not super weird or anything. But then he starts going, how did it start? First he goes, I'm non-binary, I think. I think that's how it started. 7 years old, bro. This guy says, I'm non-binary. And then he changes his name. I don't want to really dox the kid, but he says, my name's not this anymore, it's this, like a shortened version of his name. And then it's like escalating the things that he's doing. He's wearing like sparkly, like almost like skin tight, sparkly pink pants. He's wearing little girl Skechers. Like it's escalating over a short period of time. He comes over the other day. Well, he came home from school dressed normally because we see him. The dad picks him up and we're outside, and he comes home from school. He's dressed normally. He goes inside, comes out in a damn dress, full blown, full gown, like full straight up dress. Comes over to my house, and I'm like, bro, what are you wearing? To this little boy, I'm like, what are you wearing, bro? And he's like, a dress. And I was like, why? And he's like, because some boys like to wear girls' clothes, and some girls like to wear boys' clothes. And I said, nah, bro, Trump canceled that. And then he looked at me with the saddest face, and he was just like, are you making fun of me? And I felt so bad at that point. I was like, oh man, this is an innocent little kid, man, and he's getting groomed or something, right? Like he wouldn't know this on his own. And I felt really bad at that point, so I kind of backed off right there. Felt real bad. And the dad came over. And I was trying to like get the dad's attention to kind of like pull him to the side. And I was still like shocked, and the whole time I'm thinking like, I'm gonna go out and get in this dude's face, the dad. I'm gonna put the phone right in his face, and I'm gonna confront him about this because this is insane, bro. And I had my daughter, and I thought better of it. I said, man, like, ultimately, if I'm filming him and the kid, it's like wrong for the kid's privacy, and might be good to expose the dad, but the kid's privacy is exposed. Anyway, I decided not to do it. Then the next day after that, they sent the kid to, no, C. Griffin, his mom got him the clothes. C. Griffin says, no, the dad bought him the clothes. And we're gonna get into the dad's channel over on EBT's channel. So if you're watching this later, go to the Enslaved by Truth channel for the second half of this. So the next day they sent him to school in the damn dress. Well, the first time he had came home from school dressed normal. I mean, he still dresses a little bit weird, but I'm talking about a full dress, bro, like straight out of the girl section of Walmart. They got it at Walmart, straight white, lacy kind of top and long flowing skirt to like his ankles, like rainbow colored almost, a pastel. The next day they sent him to school in a damn dress, and I was like, hell no, bro, this is not cool, bro. Like, why would you send your boy to school in a dress, bro? It's Florida, bro. This is the wrong saloon for this shit. So, and whatever. Then a couple days later, the boy comes and knocks on my door again, and he's wearing the dress. And this time I was like, all right, that's it. I said, hey, I said, go get your dad. He goes, okay. And he goes over, and then he comes back and knocks on my door again, and he goes, my dad's here. And I'm like, where? Because I don't see him out the door. The dad was like way around the corner, like on the walkway to my house. And so I go out there, I go right up to the dad, and I'm like, hey man, I said, I'm sorry I didn't squash this the first time, but I made the decision. Your boy's not gonna be allowed to come over here in a dress anymore. So there's no dress, no makeup. The boy hasn't worn makeup yet, but I can just see it escalating and him trying to test it or something. So I was like, no dress, no makeup, none of that stuff. I have a bare minimum standard in my house, and we don't believe in that. And he's more than welcome to come play. He just can't be in a dress. He has to be dressed appropriately. I shouldn't have to be explaining to my 3 and 2-year-old boys why this kid's coming over, why a boy's wearing a dress and stuff. Well, the dad's a weirdo, bro. We'll get into that on the EBT channel. And the dad is, well, first he like grabs his arm like this when I'm talking to him, and he's like really skinny twink dude. Starts twitching, his eyes starts twitching and shit. And then I'm like he really wasn't saying much, and he's like, oh, okay, oh, really? And then I'm like, yeah, bro, like I feel like you're kind of emasculating this kid and whatever. And then the dad snapped. He goes, well, why don't you go tell him, the kid he's talking about. Well, oh, that's the other thing. Okay, I forgot to mention that. So before it was I'm non-binary, and then it became I'm not a him, I'm a they, them. And then when the dad ever talks about him, he'll be like, they are doing this. Because one time I almost caught myself saying, who's they? Like, so the dad goes, why don't you tell him that? So when shit hits the fan, all of a sudden it's a him. Any other time the dad's saying they. The dad goes, why don't you go tell him you don't accept him? And I was like, yeah, dude, I didn't say I don't accept him. He can come over right now. He's just got to go home and change. Because in my house, there's not dresses like on little boys. And then the dad goes, well, why don't you go and tell him that you find him disgusting? And I was like, bro, I didn't say anything like that, bro. And we started, like, I kind of forget here because it started getting real hot, and he started, like, piping up at me and shit. And I said some shit like, hey, man, look, we believe in God. God made him a boy, and, if you're going to war with that, we don't do that at my house. We don't go to war with God at my house. Like, and the dad goes like, well, your God's not my God. And I was like, yeah, no shit, right? And then the dad, he kept telling me though, like, go tell him. And I'm like, no, dude, I'm telling you, you're the dad. I'm telling you, bro. And it was getting real heated for a minute. And then finally I like bent down to the boy's level and I said, hey, boy, I said his name, his real name, not what he wants to be called. I said, hey, you're a boy. I'm sorry that this is happening to you. You're welcome in my house anytime. Won't treat you different and it won't be weird, but you just can't be in a dress or makeup or anything like that. You have to be dressed appropriately. And then I also said you can't talk to our daughter about gender because they talk about genders. They believe in like 85 genders or whatever. And there's a lot of gender talk. And I was like, I'll tell you what, I said, you don't talk to her about gender and we won't talk to you about Jesus. Deal. And the kid was just looking down crying the whole time. And I felt so bad. There's a little boy in my front yard in a dress crying, bro. Like heartbreaking, bro. He's totally innocent. And then me and the dad go back to, I said, bro, do you think, does he get bullied at school? And the dad's like, no, they all accept him for who he is. I was like, man, I don't know about that. Because he told the daughter the boys made fun of him in the dress. And he said that the girls thought the dress was pretty, but the boys made fun of him. Well, yeah, no shit, bro. Fucking 7-year-old boy going there. Spaldo, I appreciate you, brother. I'm down the $9.99. This is where it gets kind of hazy because it was getting hot. You know, if you've ever been in that confrontation situation, like I knew he wasn't gonna do shit. He's a skinny little twink dude. He ain't gonna do nothing. And then what happened? He said, he starts going like, "You're a bigot. You're a disgusting bigot." And I was like, why are you even letting him wear a dress? He's like, because he wants to. And I was like, yeah, but you're the dad. You can't let a 7-year-old run your house, bro. He's like, oh, you're a bigot and blah, blah. Like, I'm sure I'm missing some stuff because it got heated. And then we were kind of yelling, right? Like for a minute, we started kind of yelling, raising our voice at each other. Well, then I realized the reason he didn't come all the way up to the door and he stayed back on my walkways is then his wife came out. So he's married with a wife and they have 2 kids. And she's from Minnesota too. And she's never talked to me ever. I've talked to this guy here and there. He comes out with the kids pretty often. All I see is her come home from work and she goes inside. She's never waved at me. This bitch comes stomping across the street. She's like, bam, bam, bam. She's got the other baby though in her arm and she's just stomping up to me. She's like, bam, bam, like straight up Godzilla stomping in the street. And I straight up, I turned to her. I said, hey, she's coming up. I said, I'm glad you're coming because I want to speak to the man of the house. And the dad, oh, wait, even before that, I had told the dad, I was like, when he was getting hot, I go, bro, if you want to be honest, when he's talking shit to me, call me bigot and shit, I said, bro, you want to be honest, this is red flag, like predator behavior to me. So are you a child predator or are you trying to raise a child predator? And he just kept saying, no, I'm just trying to make him happy. And the kid's bawling. And I'm like, yo, he looks happy. He looks happy. And then the dad's like, well, because he's getting assaulted by a bigot or whatever. So the mom comes stomping out. I said, I'm glad you're coming because I want to talk to the man of the house. And the dad goes, like I was laughing about the damn gasp all night. The gasp that he made was the funniest shit I ever heard, bro. I can't even do it the way it was like he gasped and he didn't even take another breath and there was like a whole second bigger gasp. It was like, hold on, let me try it again. He was like, that was like that. When I said I want to talk to the man of the house and she came stamping at me and she's still coming, bro. And I'm like, whoa, this bitch is going to hit me. This bitch is going to push me. And she came. So I like closed the distance on her and I came and like got closer to her. And I was pretty cool to her because I've never even talked to her. I just said, hey, I was just telling them that your boy can't come over in a dress. He's more than welcome to come over, but he's got to be dressed appropriate. And she just grabbed the boy and she's like, he's never coming over here again. And then they went home and they were all crying, I think. And that was like 2 days ago. He hasn't come outside since. And the mom, they put like the little 2-year-old girl will always be looking out the window. And I think when she sees us, she asks to come over. She's actually really sweet, little baby. And they put like a whole thing in front of their window so that the kids can't even look out the window no more and see us out there playing. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, man. I probably forgot some of the details of when we were kind of yelling at each other because it got hot for a minute. Right, I should have went even harder on him than I did go pretty hard on him though, and but I thought it was crazy that I called him a child predator and he didn't flinch, bro. Bro didn't even flinch that I called him a child predator. And but when I said the wife's the man of the house, he went. I was fucking dying about that shit. And that's why I thought, man, after it all went down, bro. Oh, and then when they were walking away, I was just like, bye, child predator. Bye, child predator. Bye, child predator. I turned into a black woman for a second. I just kept repeating myself. And my wife said she was trying to like listen to us out the door, but she couldn't hear nothing. And then she's like, oh, when I heard you saying bye, child predator, she's like, I knew the shit hit the fan. And that was it. But yeah, he was more offended by the damn me calling the wife the man of the house than me calling him a child predator. And when you see the guy, you're gonna know why, man. It's fucking wild, dude. I found his YouTubes and social medias and shit. And when I see him outside, he looks he's got a weird look to him, but the only thing weird really is he'll wear like pride shirts sometimes. It's just like a black shirt that just says pride on it. It's not like a crazy rainbow shirt or anything. And he wears a lot of like death metal type shirts. There's a black shirt with like the Bundle of Sticks logo that you can't even really tell what it says. I don't know what bands they are. But he's not like that weird looking compared to what you're going to see on when we go look at his social media. So I feel like I did the right thing, and all we can do is we can pray for this family, I guess. And the poor boy, man, because he's the innocent one. He's caught in the crossfire. He likes to play with the kids. The kids like to play with him. He is weird, and I make sure I don't like let him out of my sight because I don't know what's going on in their home. I don't let my kids inside their home. But I don't know. We'll see, man. Hopefully something can be cleared up because this guy's going to have to stay inside. I guess today my wife was out there and she said they literally live, we kind of had like the community mailbox. We live in this cul-de-sac and there's maybe like 4 different community mailboxes every so often. They live one of the mailboxes is right outside of their house. She said they came out together, the husband and wife, to get the mail and then went right back in. They had to use the damn buddy system. They're like, shit, Drew might be out there. You got to use the damn buddy system. Wait, get the mail. So that's just what's been happening in my house. But I'll talk more about it here, bro, with EBT on his channel. I'm going to play this outro, and then it's going to dump everyone into his channel. And we're going to look at this guy's socials. And, bro, it's fucking nuts, bro. He's even crazier. Like, from what I see, just as a neighbor, I don't see this part of him compared to what he puts on social media. So, yo, thanks to everyone that was here, bro. I appreciate everyone's time here tonight. I'll be back soon in a few days. I think I have 4 more days of work, and then I'm fine. And then I get a 4-day weekend after that, so I'll be able to stream coming up here next few days. But appreciate everyone's time, and I'll see you guys over on the Enslaved by Truth channel. Peace out.
Make America great again.
Make America great again. Make America great again. Make America great again.
And yes, together we will make America great again.